AI workflow builders are ruling the AI content creation scene. Instead of using disconnected chats or editors to create visuals, now it all happens inside a canvas where you add and connect nodes. And this is not just handy, but it also gives you better results, more control, and better consistency. But there are a lot of AI workflow builders, and seemingly they all do the exact same thing. So which one should you actually use? I have spent the last month testing literally all of these platforms, and my two favorites right now are Freepik Spaces and Weavy AI. But in this video, we will figure out which one of these two platforms is the ultimate winner. And by the way, if you want to try these platforms, you will find the links in the description of the video, and I have also left my ready-to-use templates there that you can just clone and start to use. But now let's get started with the video. And now if you're completely new to the idea of AI workflow builders, let me very briefly demonstrate to you what those do. So for example, here I have signed up to Freepik Spaces, and here I have an empty canvas where I can just start to drag and drop nodes. So just an example, now I have dragged and dropped a text node into this view. And now I can, for example, say something like, create an ultra realistic looking image of a cat swimming in a lake with glasses on and a couple of geese chasing it. Now what I can do next is I can connect this to an image generator node. So I will drag and drop the prompt from here to here, and then we'll just create an image. And there we go. Here is our result. And now the idea here is that instead of just leaving it like this, you can actually connect this one to another node. For example, if you wanted to turn this into a video, you could connect it into a video generator node and so on. And now instead of creating just one image or video, the idea here is to build these scalable content systems by connecting these nodes with one another. For instance, here I have created an AI UGC ad generator workflow where I basically just turn a description and a product photo into a product recommendation video like one of these that you see right over here. And now, if you want to watch a complete tutorial on how to use these node builders, I have left a link to that in the description. But now let's start to compare Weavy AI with Freepik Spaces, which in my opinion right now are the two best AI workflow builders. So I think both are very easy to use. So the idea is simple. You just drag and drop nodes into this view. They both work pretty much the exact same way. There are some subtle differences in the controls, and obviously the outlook is also different. But other than that, this is very easy to get started with. But speaking of easiness of use, I actually find Freepik Spaces to be a bit more user-friendly and a bit more beginner-friendly as well. And let me show you what I mean by this. So first of all, we have a very simple example. So if I want to generate an image in Freepik Spaces, I can just drag and drop the image generator node into the view, and I can describe the image right over here. For example, a cat. And then I'll just hit run and it will generate the image of the cat. So that was super easy. Now, let's do the exact same thing here in Weavy AI. So now if I try to create this image, I am not going to drop an image generator node because no such thing exists over here. Instead, I will need to dump my model in advance. For example, let's do nano banana 2, and then I will drag the node here. And then also, as you can see, there is no prompt box over here. So if I wanted to do the exact same thing as I did over here, so for example, create an image of a cat, I will actually have to drag and drop a prompt node here and then specify the image and then connect it and then hit run model. So there you can already see that you were able to do that directly in this one node here in Freepik Spaces, but here in Weavy AI, it actually took 2 nodes. But to be honest, that is very subtle. And also you could argue that since this is a workflow builder, you're supposed to do everything in its own node. So maybe it's even a bit confusing that you have these nodes where you actually have prompts inside these nodes. So I'm not going to say this is any better or worse for either one of these platforms. But then when it comes to the user experience in general, here in Weavy AI, I actually find it a bit confusing at first, because there are so freaking many nodes. As you can see on the left hand side, it just continues on and on and on. This is probably closer to at least 100 different nodes, probably even more. And then on Freepik Spaces, if I choose a node, I only have like 20 options over here. So this is very neat. Yet you still have most of the same options as we have here in Weavy AI. So for example, here in Weavy AI, if you want to use an image generator, as I showed you, you need to know the model in advance. For example, NanoBanana 2 and NanoBanana 1, 2.5, and so on. In Freepik Spaces, you can just drag and drop an image generator node into the view and then choose your model. So here we have a whole bunch of image generator models available, and we can just toggle them on like this. So I like this workflow a bit more than this, where you have to know these in advance, where you can't just find an image generator node and drop it into the view. But that leads us perfectly to the versatility of these platforms. As I mentioned, we have a whole bunch of nodes here in Weavy AI, and seemingly they have done the same thing here in Freepik Spaces, but they have organized them in a better way. But it's actually not true. Here in Weavy AI, you have a whole bunch more nodes that you can actually use that Freepik Spaces does not offer. For example, we have matte, or how do you say it, matte nodes, you have mask extractor, merge alpha nodes, stuff like this. And then, for example, you have these helpers a ton, you have these editing nodes. Heck, you even have some 3D nodes available, and not just a couple, but you will have a bunch of those as well. And all these are something you will not find here in Freepik Spaces. So that is like a major disadvantage in Freepik Spaces compared to Weavy AI. With all these node types, all these editing nodes and such, you get a whole bunch more done in Weavy AI if you're a bit more advanced user, or if you have a more niche or a specific use case. And if that feels a bit vague, let me actually show you a concrete example. So a couple of weeks ago, I made this video in Weavy AI where I created this kind of a workflow where I am creating an image like this, and I want to have full angle control over it. Now, if I did this on ChatGPT or any other image generator model alone, it wouldn't be able to do that because it doesn't understand spaces that well. So that is when I had to use Weavy AI. And what was really cool about here is that in Weavy AI, you have these 3D models where you can basically rotate your object to any angle you like and move the camera anywhere where you like. And then you can just hit generate over here to create an image of this object with this reference image to make it look exactly like we have over here. So for instance, if I rotate the camera over here, we get a result like this. And something like this is purely not possible in Freepik Spaces because we do not have any 3D nodes, as you can see. So if I search for those, you will not find any 3D generator nodes. So there are definitely some use cases where you can do it easily in Weavy AI, but that's just not possible here in Freepik Spaces at all. So when it comes to the features and versatility, Weavy AI is way more versatile than Freepik Spaces. But that also comes at a cost of a steeper learning curve and a bit more cluttered user interface, as I showed you here before. And now let's talk about the difference in result quality between Weavy AI and Freepik Spaces. So here I have created this simple workflow where I've generated an image of a cat that is being chased by these geese. And now this is the Weavy AI result that I got. And here is the result that I got from Freepik Spaces. As you can see, these are essentially the exact same thing. And that is because I used the exact same model. So here we did Google NanoBanana 2, and here we did the same thing. And that is a crucial distinction you need to understand. So basically, no matter what AI workflow builder platform you use, if you're using, for example, the VEO 3.1 model to make videos, or one of the NanoBanana models to create images, or basically whatever model you're using on this platform, you're getting the exact same quality result and the exactly as good of result regardless of the platform you're using. So there is no winner because basically these platforms are outsourcing the content creation to all these other technologies that are operated outside of these services. So as I said, if you tell this AI node to create an ultra-realistic image of a cat and you use the NanoBanana model, there's nothing that this tool does but to send this piece of information directly to Google, where they will generate the picture and they will send it back. So they act as a middle layer between you and the Google model. And there's absolutely nothing else going on there. And that is something not a lot of tutorials mention, but that is something I want you to understand about these AI models. So now when it comes to grading the score between Freepik Spaces and Weavy AI, it is essentially a draw, but the only thing that is different is the fact that there are more nodes in Weavy AI than in Freepik Spaces. So it is a fact that you can actually create something here in Weavy AI that you cannot do in Freepik Spaces. So in that sense, it kind of gives the advantage to Weavy AI because you have more control and more options at your disposal. But when it comes to these singular pieces of content that you generate using one of these nodes, there is absolutely no difference what platform you're using. And then let's talk about the pricing between the two. So as you can see on Freepik, as the name suggests, there is no free trial. So I actually confirmed this because there were some rumors online that there would be a free trial, but as I just tested it, there is none, because if I try to create an image, it just asks me to get a plan. On the other hand, in Weavy AI, there is a very generous free $0 a month plan where you get to create up to 375 images. And obviously, this entirely depends on which model you're using. So if you're using the most expensive ones, it is definitely not going to be 375 images. And the same goes with the video. So you get to create video for free, but if you're using the less expensive models. Nonetheless, it is 150 credits per month, which is very generous, and you definitely get the gist of it with that number of credits. And then let's do a practical comparison between the pricing between Weavy AI and Freepik Spaces. So we're not going to go through these tables, that would be a total waste of time. What we're going to do instead is just compare the pricing level based on what we're able to accomplish and what it costs on each platform. So here in Freepik Spaces, for example, I am now generating a video with Google VEO 3.1 model. We're going to do a 8-second video and a 720p resolution. And now here it says that this would cost 1,600 credits to run. And now I have done the exact same setup here in Weavy AI. So we have a prompt and then we have connected it to the VEO 3.1 video generator, and we're going to create an 800 or 720p resolution video that lasts 8 seconds, and here it says 120 credits. Now I have run the maths for you, so this is not a math lecture, we're not going to do that. The important part is this number over here and this number over here. So in Freepik Spaces, this task where we create one video with VEO 3.1 would cost us $1.39, and then the exact same thing would cost $1.35 in Weavy AI. And as you can see, that is basically the same. So Weavy AI is just a touch cheaper, but we're definitely in the same ballpark. And that is actually not a surprise because these models are the exact same. So basically, on a technical level, Weavy AI and Freepik Spaces both send your request to Google, for example, in this case, if you're using the Google video generator, and then they will get the result back. And basically, Weavy AI or Freepik Spaces will act as a middleman between this action. So that is it when it comes to the paid models. But now there is a huge advantage that Freepik offers, and it is these unlimited runs. So basically, you get unlimited number of image generations with these Nano Banana models, just an example, and obviously all the other things you see here as well. It's actually surprising to me that in the AI space, the word unlimited always means something like you get to create 200 variations per month or 1,000 or something. But here you actually get 1,000 fast generations per month on selected models, and after you have used those, you will be able to still create those an unlimited number of times, but they'll just run at a lower speed. And if you actually check it out over here, for example, here I have built this node where I am asking the AI to create an image of a cat swimming with glasses on. And if I choose the 2K or 1K model and use, for example, Nano Banana 2, I can actually generate an unlimited number of these. Just an example, here's one of our images. And obviously, if you pay close attention, it is a bit blurry and the definition is not the best, simply because this unlimited only applies to the 1K and 2K resolution. If you want full 4K resolution, then you'll have to pay some credits for it. For example, here 150 credits. But I think this is a massive advantage that Freepik Spaces has over Weavy AI, because now if we try to do the exact same thing here in Weavy AI, it will cost us 8 credits. And obviously, it's not much, but if you, for example, create 1,000 of these, you are already running out of your monthly credits easily, while here you haven't spent a credit. So if you're prototyping, if you're just willing to see results before actually committing to full HD, then you definitely want to use this or take the advantage of these unlimited models here in Freepik Spaces. And let's talk about the collaboration features. So let's say that I have built this workflow and I want to share it, but not just share, but I also want the people who view it to be able to edit it. And not just that, but I also want them to be able to edit it simultaneously. Well, that is where Freepik shines, because what you can do is you can go over here where it says share, and you can choose can edit as an option, and then you can just copy the link over here and send it to anyone. And as long as they have your link, they will be able to view this page and do edits on it. So you can literally work together simultaneously on your projects with your team. And you can actually see that they say it on the pricing page. So all your tools and workflows on a shared canvas. Build, connect, and manage workflows with nodes designed for teams who want to work smarter together. And then when we compare this to Weavy AI, in Weavy AI, we actually do not have this option. So we can definitely share, but the people can only view. Also, you can set the access level to be something where anyone in your workspace can view, or anyone with a link can view. But as you can see, they cannot edit. And it's actually confirmed here in the pricing page. So you have the workspace file sharing. So you can share files in the same workspace with your team. So it's definitely a team-focused tool as well. But this just means that unlike on Freepik, where you can edit the canvas if you have shared the link with an editable access, in Weavy AI, you simply can't do that. And now it is time for me to announce the winner. And as you can see, it is pretty hard to pick which one of these platforms is actually best, because in Weavy AI, you have more nodes and you can get a bit more things done, but then again, those are more specific tasks. On the other hand, in Freepik Spaces, you have far fewer nodes, but everything is contained and everything is so easy and intuitive to learn. Plus, there is this huge advantage because you get the unlimited image generations. So I would say that for a beginner who's never used these tools before, or even some intermediate user, I would definitely go with Freepik Spaces. It gets you most of the way there. It gets you basically everything you ever need done. I've actually arranged you a 20% discount, so just click the link in the description and you will get 20% off from annual premium and premium plus plans. Only if you have some more specific use cases, for example, you need more image editing capabilities, composition, layering, anything like that, then you might want to try Weavy AI with a steeper learning curve, but at the end of the day, that will get you more things done. The link is in the description. I have left some templates to both of these. You can just reuse those and clone those for yourself. Thanks so much for watching this video, and leave your thoughts and comments below, and I will see you in the next one.